recent upcoming project?
Hello, so I just recently released a single and it's called God Sees You. And it's basically a song that gives a voice to those who have been silently battling things like depression and suicide. And so I didn't want those people that I actually work with to think that the body of Christ was silent on things that really matter. I've seen 10-year-old children, 8-year-old children suicidal, and it's nothing wonderful to watch. It's extremely difficult. So I wanted them to have a song that could really speak to them and let them know the church's heart, the body of Christ's heart on those type of issues, so that they know that we care and that they know that God sees them. And it's available on all digital music outlets.
All right. Questions?
Yes.
Okay, over here to the left.
Good evening. In your role as a songwriter, do you feel that this should be the songwriters to make sure you get your correct royalties and income from your music?
Absolutely. I definitely think that it should be a union because a lot of times with songwriting, you may not know the business as well as you should. You know, people who are new, like myself, to songwriting, I write all the music. That information is good, and also to have someone there supporting you, making sure that you retrieve all of that instead of trying to kind of figure it out here and there. I think that that would be absolutely amazing.
Yes. Thank you. Any more questions? Well, I have one. Oh, here's one over here. Okay.
Hello, good evening. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So my question is, with you being in a musical family, I know, and I know that music comes natural from your heart, but tell us a little bit about your inspiration and how, so a two-part question. Tell us a little bit how your inspiration about starting out and what that looks like for you. And also, futuristically, I want you to give us a little projection of where you see it going. And I want you to know, don't be shy about letting God live big in you, because I want to hear about it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, growing up in a musical family, of course, we always sing all the time. But as far as me emerging as a solo artist, it was a very difficult decision for me to make with, having sisters like Mary, and you're kind of like, oh, should I do this? Am I going to be compared to them? And am I good enough? So I had to go through all of that and work through all of that. And I was just like, you know what? This is what I have. I serve the same God that they do. He's placed the same gifts, in me. And so I had to utilize those gifts, tap in, and I'm like, okay, this is what God gave me, now I'm going to give it to you. And as far as my music, I would like for it to just go, again, across the world, just across the globe. I do mission work in foreign nations, and so I'm able to speak and sing and talk to people who wouldn't normally be able to experience anything like this. And I count that an honor and a privilege to be able to serve those who are less fortunate and aren't able to experience what we experience so much.
Awesome.
So I hope that
Yes,
answers your
thank
question.
you.
Did Shantae? Hello? 33 years of the Stellar Awards. Can you talk about the significance of this night and being here and being a part of it?
It's amazing. I've been coming for the last few years, and it just gets better and better and better. I'm so happy that we have this platform for gospel music. I work with children, and they don't know the gospel world. They don't know the gospel music, so I'm able to present them, with things like this. Like, you got to watch the show, you got to see this, and it exposes them, to the gospel music, so that they can not only have the other music that they listen to, but this as well, and it will inspire them. So just being here, me being an artist here is just all very new for me. I've never been up here before, so I was a little nervous, to come up here, but I'm excited and I'm so grateful that you guys even allowed me, to come and ask me questions. I think it's awesome, so thank you.
For being here. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so if we can start on this corner, looking this way. Give us your fabulous